Hey, so I was chatting to the very lovely Sarah over at the Long COVID Hope podcast as a kind of update since I recorded my recovery story with her about a year ago. And there were a few things that we talked about that made me think, just for a change. I overthink. But I was thinking, why is it that I want to keep sharing life after recovery? Why do I think it's so important to do that? And I think it's partly because when we're unwell, it's kind of unbelievable. It's kind of impossible to imagine what life is like beyond illness. When you recover, what is life going to look like? And I think that's for a number of reasons. I think, partly it's maybe hard to imagine because actually the you that is going to recover is very different to the you that got sick in the first place. That's certainly the case for me and for a lot of people that I've interviewed, that I've spoken to. I'm very different to what I was before. I'm so much better. But, I didn't know what I was going to be like afterwards. And partly that's kind of what I found out over the last year, is what new me is. Turns out new me is awesome, but I didn't know a year and a half ago or longer ago what that was going to be like, so it was kind of impossible to imagine. But I think as well as that, we can put recovery on a pedestal. It's perfection. We're not going to consider ourselves recovered until everything is perfect. Or maybe we can certainly think that at times. And then perfection is just unattainable. No one is ever going to achieve perfection in anything. It's just impossible. And as a recovering people pleaser, as a recovering perfectionist, I was never going to be happy. And it was kind of realizing maybe that's why I want to keep sharing. Because life after isn't perfect. It has moments of difficulty in it. It has quite a lot of moments of difficulty in it. It has ups and downs, it has stress, it has sadness, it has all sorts of things in it that aren't what we would consider perfect. But, it's great. It's wonderful. It's amazing. And it's having that resilience to deal with all of that stuff. I don't worry about if my body's going to handle stuff. I just know it will. So yeah, I think maybe that kind of perfection thing, I understand that because yeah, I am a recovering perfectionist. So recovery isn't perfect. It's better than perfect, I think, because it's real and tangible and imperfect, like everything. And I guess that's what makes it amazing. So yeah, that was kind of that.